Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Megan, and I've had a lot of comments on the 50 Shades of Grey 1, 2, and 3 videos. There are, I think, over 200,000 views just on those 3 videos. And I've had a lot of comments, a lot of comments on them. So I kind of got in my head that I would do a video to kind of make up for being gone for a little while this week on what I thought of some of these comments. And I asked you if you thought doing like a Q&A was a good idea, and you loved it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So sit back as I read you. I made it through the first 9 pages of comments and picked out the ones that stood out to me. And I'm going to read you the comment and then tell you my response to it. And we'll see if you agree with me. Who knows? Fingers crossed, right? Let me start off by saying, when I read these books, I made it very clear what the book was about. Did I think it was the most well-written book? No. Did I think it drug out on points? I think in video 3 I say, yeah, let's get with the program. But overall, did I find them to be great books? Absolutely. It's probably in my top favorite books of all time. I enjoyed it. So with that said, I felt like if people would have really listened to the reviews instead of just listening to the hype, these comments wouldn't have had been made, and they probably wouldn't feel so stupid. So I'm going to pull up my questions, and we're going to go over it. So, 1, this comes from Myttee, Myttee, and she wants to let me know that she thinks Tom Cruise is Christian Grey. And the only person who's going to agree with you would either be Tom Cruise himself, because he needs help really bad right now with the whole Katie Holmes divorce Scientology crap going on. He probably would like the part to help resurrect his career, and my fiance, because he swears up and down he looks like Tom Cruise and that he is the best actor on earth. Neither are true. So yeah, now one person who'd be on cloud nine, still Matt Bomber's mine. A lot of you like that Ian. There's been a lot of great comments, but that's always up to debate. Now that it's going to be a movie, we need to all come together and figure out who we think we should be, and petition, 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 baby. The next comment says, it's a cheap, shallow compilation of bondage fantasies written by a frumpy, bored housewife, which is fundamentally degrading to women. This doesn't stop women from buying millions of copies, however. This is because despite all the progress made in women's rights, most women still prefer to subjugate themselves to rich men who can control their lives. Pathetic. I'm going to take a sip of my drink because I need to ponder that for a second. You know, a part of me kind of agrees with that. I think that we have worked very hard to create a life as women. We've worked hard to be able to apply for the same jobs, to be hired on in the same jobs, to be hired on in the same jobs with the same pay as men have, to not be expected to have 7 kids by the time you're 20. And I agree that it makes me angry when people are gold diggers, is maybe a good way to put it, that that's all they're after, is to be a pretty face with nothing to back it up, dumb, airheaded, you know, fake from head to toe to get them this rich man where they never have to do anything in their life. Yeah, I think that's pathetic myself, but again, you know, I'm not to judge. If that's what you want to do, you know, and they're happy and fulfilled, who am I to say that it's wrong for them? But to say that this book is doing the same thing, Anastasia doesn't go out looking for a rich man. She happens to fall in love with someone who is rich, and that's completely different. That happens all the time. People don't go around saying how much money they have, and you can't help who you fall in love with. So that part I don't really agree with. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Whew, my allergies are going crazy. And as for the bondage fantasies, again, who cares about that? It was done by a frumpy, bored housewife. Oh my god! Oh, it's killing me. Then, you know, how do you know what she looks like? Oh, I'm sorry, I had to take a sneezing break. Here's the last comment that I'm going to go over and give you my little 2 cents in. This one is from Lone Roke RS1. And it says, there's a difference between having the right to do something and behaving in a way that undermines both oneself and their gender. If your 18-year-old daughter said she wanted to enter into a contract where she would receive money in return for sexual favors, give up any chance of a career, and seek approval for their husband, I doubt you tell her it's a free world. If you don't look down on women who behave this way, you're saying it's okay for society to permit such exploitation. It's fantasy. it's not real. It's a book. It is a book. Buying this book does not mean that you're okay with what it does. I bought Harry Potter, and I'm not okay with people doing magic, black magic. I bought Vampire book, but I don't think it's okay to kill people because you're thirsty. I bought Hunger Games, but I don't think it's okay for you to kill one another in order to survive and attribute. It is a book. Stop making it into something bigger. And you know what? If I had a daughter and she was 18 years old, and at least this is what she's going to, A, she's not going to tell you. B, she's old enough, legally you can't do shit. And 3, it's okay for society to permit it. You okay it when you buy something that is advertising a woman half naked in a bikini. You are okaying it every time you buy your child that Xbox game that has women being beaten up, women that are murdering people, women in Grand Theft Auto where you are picking up hookers. You're okaying it. When you go in and you buy or watch a Disney movie with Lindsay Lohan, or you watch Kim Kardashian's, when you do any of this with women who have exploited themselves in sex tapes, you are saying it's okay. So to put that onto a book is absolutely stupid and ridiculous, and you make me angry. So that is my rant, and I'm really good at ranting and raving, and like I said, I only got through like the first 4 pages because I didn't want this video to be super long. So if you think we should go through more, leave me a comment saying yes, more raves. I know some of you thought this question and answer was going to be about me. I didn't think you wanted to hear about me. So if you want to hear about me, say no, we want a Megan question and answer. But if you want a question and answer where you ask questions about the book and I explain it, we'll do that too. So leave me some comments on which of the 3 you want. Make sure you're subscribing to my channel. If we hit 1,000 subscribers within the next 2 videos, we're going to do a big something. I'll give a big something away. Who knows what it could be? Kindle, maybe. Who knows? So yeah, make sure you're subscribing, following me on Twitter at Miss Faulk, hashtag Miss Faulk, and I'll always comment and love you back. Thanks for watching. Until next week, where we're going to be going over Bear to You. It's laters, baby. The next comment is from Lacey Cathcart. Sorry if I just murdered your name. It says, this is actually a really good book, and it's really pissing me off how people keep carrying on about it and giggling while they review it or read it. It's clear certain people lack the much maturity to read or even hear of it. I don't know. I mean, I am 25, almost 26 years old. I feel like I'm plenty mature and plenty old enough to read the book. And I giggled because it was something that was new, and it's how I deal with being embarrassed about something. Some people who are embarrassed, like Anastasia, bite their lips. Some people bite their nails. I giggle. And you know what? Who cares if people giggle? Who cares what they do as long as a good book is getting recognized? You know what? If you want to sit in the corner and giggle at every page, I'm not going to think you're not mature enough. I'm going to think that you're enjoying the book, and I'm hoping that you're going to go out and talk about it. So, I'm glad that you like the book, Lacey. I just think that, you know, as long as the book's getting out and word's getting out about it, and our wonderful 50 Shades is in the top, 3 spots at the New York bestsellers list, giggle away. I have to say that sometimes I want to believe that people are not as stupid as they come off on YouTube, and a part of me believes that people literally just look at top-rated videos and find anything and everything that they can say about it. And I don't even think that all of it's real. And the next 2 comments, I swear, have got to be just some 13-year-old boy in his, pajamas listening to some metal death music and thinking that it's funny to make these comments. So I don't take them that they're true. I think it's just somebody pulling one over us. But it was so funny to me that I have to read it to you. This comes from, I'm not going to say his name. Okay, but this is what it says. You're effing disgusting. I hope you and the author burn in hell. My 13-year-old daughter read this book. Now she's a hooker in school. Child abused my ass. I hope the author burns in hell. Okay. Honey, if she's 13 and a book has made her turn into a hooker, you have bigger issues than her picking up this book. 2, where were your parenting skills? Why were you letting your 13-year-old child read this book? And 3, be glad she didn't, pick up Harry Potter and read it. Because, my God, she could have turned into voodoo for all we know. Or Twilight, she may have tried to start murdering people and drinking blood. So, hey, when you really think about it, you know, voodoo, hooker, it's not that different. So, hey, maybe you came out. The other comment talks about how this book leads to teen pregnancy. Y'all, that I am an avid hunter and fisher, okay? You can actually see my shirt here. I work at a television network, and it's hunting and fishing. And saying that is the same as telling me that guns kill people. It's not guns that kill people. It's the people who do not know how responsible you have to be when you do weaponry to hunt. This is the same thing. Parents, this is an R-rated book. It has a sticker on the front. Well, mine didn't, but I know that now they have R-rated stickers on the book. Erotic romance. Don't let your children read these. These are for mature adults. If you're old enough to drink, if you're old enough to get a tattoo, if you're in college, if you are, you know, who knows? There's a lot of old souls in college. If I was a senior in high school, I would have read this book. Use your common sense. Be parents. Be involved in what your parents do, and what your children do. And if you see something out of the ordinary, take it away. So do I think that this book is making teens pregnant? No, I don't. I think that bad parents allowing their children to run wild and free is causing that. So that's just my opinion. And on a second note, while I'm thinking about it, this book would teach you anything other than to just run around and getting knocked up. Because if you remember Boys and Girls, he makes her go on birth control, he uses condoms, he does everything right. And he tells her, you know, you have to go see a doctor, you have to have this done, I won't have sex with you unless you have this done. But so at least they're being responsible throughout the book. So this is just not even a claimable to me. It's just not. So I'm sorry. You've been marshaled. Yeah, that was a little bit of How I Met Your Mother. Anyway, the next comment comes from My Green Day 69, who says, "What a waste of time. People that are into that kind of crap should be put down like animals, because that's what they are, animals. Seems like another tactic to brainwash people to make them think that women should be submissive. Just what the psychopaths that ruled this world are into." Now, I don't judge people. What you're into is your own business. Whether you are gay, straight, bi, lesbian, whatever it is that you want to be. You could be a green alien pretending to be a human, and I'd be okay with it. It's not my place to judge. And that's how I look at things in this world. But to say that you're animals because what you like in your bedroom with somebody that you love is really not up for you to decide. So it's people like you who are closed-minded and can't see that it's none of your business and stick nose where it's not needed that ruin this world because you think your view is right, that what you think is right. So, sorry, My Green Day. I should have known by your name because Green Day sucks that your comment wouldn't be that great. So, 2 thumbs down for you.